this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's the guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt.
The Hawks trail by 4. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Outside Korver. Dishes it to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Millsap. And it's Freak with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Baseline J on the way. Curry, good. Curry's got 5 now.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Horford with the screen on Thompson. Schroeder passes to Horford. Right through the D for the layup. Horford's got his second bucket of the night. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Horford. Humphries comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Kent Bazemore. Hardaway is subbed in for Kyle Korver. Now here's Schroeder. Villanueva covering. Schroeder kicks to Hawes. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
In the corner, it's Freak. He dishes it to Barnes. To the middle. Here's Freak. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
It's tipped. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Screen by Villanueva. Freak. Hawes with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Out of hand on it. Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Pass to Freak. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The Hawks trail by 6. Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Humphries kicks to Sefolosha. Left side Hardaway. And he jams it with authority.
I tell you what, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Passes to Freak. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for Freak.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Schroeder with the ball. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Warriors lead by 6. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team. Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance.
The Hawks. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Sefolosha. Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Freaks checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Bazemore at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Horford with the screen on Curry. Hardaway dishes to Horford.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And the Hawks making a change here. Humphries checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Villanueva's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the 76ers.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And with this quick break, we can show you the list of the most explosive shooting guards in the NBA so far. 5th on the list, Klay Thompson.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
And that's exactly what they do, overwhelm you. This is an aggressive attacking group. Each one of these guys is a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
Move shot.
That's good from Villanueva. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Al Horford. And so Villanueva nails both of them. Here's Schroeder. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Humphries with a screen on Thompson. Schroeder passes to Humphries, and he gets it to go.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And here is Curry. He had a 27-point outing in the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates. And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
To the left wing. Here's Freak. That one wide left. The Hawks trail by 8. Kicks it to Schroeder. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Back to Barnes. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Freak. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Curry against Hardaway. Picked by Humphries. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Charlie Villanueva. And both free throws good from Freak. Atlanta with the ball. Down by 12. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Schroeder. No good. Good D by Thompson.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors ahead. They lead by 14. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so... Atlanta making some changes. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. And then for Golden State, Freaks checked in for Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's Freak in at the center position. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
A shot by Thompson and no one's around. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Millsap a screen. It's stolen by Green. And here comes the break. They get a hand on it. Klay Thompson again. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Outside Korver. Pass to Sefolosha. Three-pointer. That's good. Sefolosha's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Puts it up from 17, and it's Freak missing. The Hawks trail by 9. Millsap a screen, and the pass to Horford. That's tipped. Here is Livingston. Inside. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper is on the mark. And 12 points for Draymond Green. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Livingston kicks to Freak. Feeds it to Green. The dish to Freak. The shot is off. And Atlanta will come the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Good! And that's 15 points for Klay Thompson.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. To the inside. Here's Millsap. Not enough on that one as it misses.